Hi, my name is Taryn, and I'm going to show you how to put together a roofing project plan in Knowify. We're going to start in our contract jobs. This is where we're going to see the overall status of each of our open jobs, break them down into a cost and revenue. I'm going to start by adding a new job, choosing a client, and giving this job a name. I can then also input the site address. This will be useful if I care to geolocate my employees when they enter their time. And when I save this new job, it's going to bring me to that job's dashboard. The dashboard will show me my job on a map. It'll also show me when I created the job. It'll give me the exact address and break it down into a cost revenue analysis. I'm going to start making my project plan in the plan and track phase. I could use old project plans as templates so I don't have to rebuild from scratch every time. Or I could just start by adding a job phase. We'll start by adding a phase for installing our underlayment. I can put in an overall material budget, or I can go in my catalog and search for some underlayment, maybe some roofing nails, and then write in how many of each of these I need, and it'll put together the materials budget for me, so when I purchase, it'll have a better guide to go on. I can now start adding roles to this work. I'm going to put some laborers on. Say maybe one guy working over the course of 3 days may need to finish this. And I'll add a new phase which will be installing the shingles. I'll itemize my materials again and find some shingles. I can also write in roofing and get all of my materials that are relative to roofing. I'll choose my shingles, write in how many I need. I can bring in some more roofing nails. And I can also add room for some miscellaneous purchases, just so I have room for contingency in case we need anything extra on this site that we didn't originally account for. Now I'm going to break this phase down into tasks. This is going to allow me to allocate my roles or resources or laborers to more specific tasks within the phase, so if anything is taking longer than expected, we can see where the problem is. I'm calling this task East Roof, and I'm going to call the other one West Roof, and I'm going to assign 80 hours of labor work to each of them, assuming that it's going to take 2 guys a week each. Now when I save this job, I can see my total budget, my materials budget, and my labor budget. Also, if I use subcontractors, they'd show up here as well. And I can add my service agreement. By using Knowify's owner contract option, I can immediately put together my contract based off of the project plan phases which I compiled in the previous scene. I'll add a start and end date. I can request a deposit, assign a contract number, and start working on my deliverables. I can always add more details to my deliverable. For instance, maybe this shingles job is estimated to take me 2 weeks, but I want my client to know that I may end up taking more time, and I'll settle that with a change order. I can also mark if each of these deliverables is going to be taxable, and I can see here the cost that I estimated in the previous scene when I'm putting together my quote for the client. I'll enter my values that I wish to charge my client. I can add my applicable tax rate, write in my terms and conditions, and then preview my document to make sure that it looks the way I'd like it to. You see it brought in my company's logo, all of my line items, including the extra descriptions. I could download it if I'd like to, and then either make it active or send it out for an e-signature directed to my client.